Tonight we are looking at a very important topic, and the topic has to do with how to overcome the struggles of manifestation. And the session we'll have also, after these two sessions, maybe if we agree also on Tuesday, we have to do with self-worth, which is one of the checklists or the rounding up for the checklist I'll be talking about today. Let me start again by saying that we understand God by studying the creation or the work of his hand. And I emphasize this every time, particularly for the religiously minded people that might come across this in future, who have been limited, restricted, and unable to make desired progress because they don't know they operate in a box. They're in a box. They're in a box of their belief system. They're in a box that they've been put by what they believe. But the scripture itself said that the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen. Then he said, these invisible things of God can be seen clearly. Then he said, they can be understood by the things that are made. That means there are things we might not be able to appreciate about God based on what we see in the Bible or the limitation of the word used in the Bible at the time we're written, or the limitation of the understanding of the writer of the Bible when it was written. But because we are at a privileged time where technology have advanced and a number of things have become clearer, I saw a statement today. Someone said, there is no miracle, there are only higher level of understanding. And I agree with that statement. There are no miracles, there are higher level of understanding. So even when someone performs a miracle, the person that performed that miracle have an understanding that the person that received the miracle does not have. That's why it could be done. If the person that received that miracle have that understanding also, he will receive it. So there are really no miracle, there are only higher level of understanding. And do you know what I discovered about this life? The more you understand life, the better your life is. And the more you understand God, the easier your life becomes. So he said, we can understand God by observing what is made. And that's basically what this is all about. Observing, looking at research, looking at science, technology, the creation in our environment. All these point our attention to one thing, a deeper understanding of him. Even his eternal power and Godhead can be understood by what is made. So, those that don't believe in God are without excuse. God's eternal power and character cannot be seen. But from the beginning of creation, God has shown what they look like by all he has made. That is why those things or those people are without excuse. So I would like to say again, as I often say every week, that some of the languages used in scriptures are based on the limitation of the understanding of the people at that time. For example, the Bible says, it is more blessed to give than to receive. Now, that statement is impregnated with a lot of things. But of course, at the time it was being made and it was inspired, that statement is to be just believed. That, okay, if I'm blessed more when I give. But science is proving it now, that when you give, you have a boost of happiness hormone like dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphin, such that if they put the MRI machine on your brain and the brain of the person that receives and the brain of the person that gives, they realize that the happiness generated within the person that gives is more than the person that receives. So you know what has happened? Science has validated that statement. It is more blessed to give than to receive. It is more blessed to give than to receive. But when the scripture was written, there was limitation as to the understanding we have in our world today. Another example, they were giving some laws in the Old Testament, and one of them is to wash their hand before they eat. The people writing, when Moses was writing that law, he doesn't know the reason why, but today we know the reason why. We know there are microorganisms, germs, bacteria, fungi, viruses that we cannot see with our eyes, but that are in your body, that if you don't wash and clean your hand before you eat, you're going to get those germs into your body, and it's going to kill you. It's going to make you fall sick. It's going to affect your system. But when that was being written, it wasn't explained why. Because even the person writing does not know the reason why. But today, science let us know why. Science let us know why. Science let us know why. So I would like to say that some languages in the scripture are based on the limitation of the understanding of the people at that time. If the scripture is going to be written today, you are going to see some changes in the language that will be used. And I'm very sure that you will see words like energies, frequencies, and vibration. For example, love, joy, peace make you to be at a high frequency of vibration. But anger, hatred, fear make you to be at a low frequency of vibration. And anger, hatred, and fear are the energy frequency of evil. This is why, as long as you are in Christ, which means you are full of love, joy, and peace, evil power cannot harm you because you are above and at a high frequency. And he that is above all. He that is above all. It's above all this low level of vibration. God has set up system on the earth. And this makes him not to interfere in the way the earth operates every time. Some of these systems include water cycle, phosphorus cycle, nitrogen cycle, carbon cycle. He doesn't interfere with them. He has set them just the way he also set system in your body, like respiratory system, digestive system, circulatory system, cardiovascular system, pulmonary system, lymphatic system, endocrine system, excretory system, muscular system. He has put different systems in the body. He doesn't interfere with it also. God is a God of system. He has created a system for manifestation. He has created a system to enable human beings to receive whatever they want. If they can just be in vibration alignment with that which they desire, they will get it. The challenge most of the time is many are not in vibrational alignment with it because of their self-worth. Self-worth. And this is very important. Self-worth. The way you see yourself. You know, belief is important in manifestation, but knowing is more important. Knowing is more important. You know in your subconscious mind. You believe in your conscious mind. When the belief in your conscious mind does not align with the knowing in your subconscious mind, you will not be able to manifest what you believe. When the belief in your conscious mind does not align with the knowing in your subconscious mind, because subconscious mind is the womb of creation, is the seat of knowing. When it does not align with it, you won't be able to manifest it. And your subconscious mind has been programmed as you grow up by your environment. It's been programmed by your experience. It's been programmed through media. It's been programmed through your parents. It's been programmed through religious belief. It is programmed. It is through media. It is programmed through family member. It's been programmed through the school you attend. Through the school you attend, it's been programmed. God has put in place system for manifestation of the desire of your heart. And this is the focus of this series on unveiling and leveraging the God system of manifestation. So we'll be starting now. So today I'm looking at how to overcome the struggles of manifestation. We started this discussion. It's been about 6 months now, or about 5 months, around November last year, about 5 months. And we're going to discuss this till the end of the year. Can you believe that? We're going to discuss it till the end of the year. Do you understand? You must get this. You must get it. You must get it. And I'm already getting some testimony. You must get it. You must get it. And we'll continue until it happens. Now, so if you have been having some struggles with manifesting, that is what I want to answer today. That is what I want to try to sort out today. And I'm hoping we'll probably be able to meet tomorrow since holiday in Nigeria. Those joining us from outside Nigeria, maybe you can get the recording if you're not able to meet up. But we're hoping we'll be able to meet maybe during the day tomorrow, not necessarily in the evening, to be able to finish the one we are having today. The one we are having today, we can't finish it today. I've broken it into two. There were 5 checklists. I'll look at 2 today, and then I'll look at 3 the next session, which I'm hoping might be tomorrow, but we'll decide on that when we round off today. Let me start by saying the world that you live in is nothing more than a product of your subconscious mind. Remember, the subconscious mind is the womb of creation. That is the seat of knowing. When you know, that's the seat of knowing. The process of manifestation requires some recipes or checklists to be effective. If any of these recipes is missing, then you will struggle with the concept of manifestation. You will struggle with the concept of manifestation or with the process of manifestation, and it will not be effective. There are about 5 of them, and I'll start with the first one. When you're trying to manifest, it's important for you to alter your brain wave to be in a relaxation phase. You need to learn to alter your brainwave. And I give you a practice that can help you alter your brainwave. One of the things that should happen to you when you are praying is for your brainwave to actually get to that relaxation mode. If the prayer is being done very well, or when you are meditating, is to get your brainwave to relaxation mode. One of the reasons for failed manifestation is doing all the scripting, the prayer, the affirmation, the visualization from a wrong brainwave state. From a wrong brainwave state. Listen to this. A man can receive nothing except it be given to him from heaven. So if your brainwave is not in the kind of wave of relaxation, no anxiety, no pressure, you won't be able to manifest your desired reality. Not that for most part of your day, you are in the beta brainwave state. You might read up this online. The beta brainwave state has a frequency of 12 to 30. Now, this is different from the electromagnetic wave that is radiated from your body. When I talk about frequency, high frequency, low frequency, those are frequencies, those are electromagnetic waves leaving your body to the universe. That's different from the wave that is always in your brain. That is activities in your brain. Beta wave has a frequency of 12 to 30. That's very fast. Beta wave has a frequency of 12 to 30. And this is associated with thinking, problem solving, focused mental activity. This wave can also be present during anxiety and stress. But remember that the scripture said that a man can receive nothing unless it be given to him from heaven. Heaven is a particular state of consciousness, having inner peace, calm, bliss, abundance. And at that point, you desire nothing. You desire nothing. You are whole. You are whole. You are whole. The brainwave, this heaven brainwave is called theta. To be in heaven in this context, this is used conceptually, is to be in a brainwave of theta. This brainwave state is considered the door to the subconscious mind. You need to learn to program your subconscious mind. But guess what? Remember, let me go over this again. You know in your subconscious mind. You believe in your conscious mind. When you are able to know, for example, let me give you a good example. When the Bible says faith cometh by hearing and hearing by the word, faith there is fides. And fides is a Greek word that means conviction, to know, to know, to know, to know. When you hear and hear and hear and hear and hear, you can program your subconscious mind. You can program your but it's a lot easier to program it when you are in the relaxed state. When you are in the reason why sometimes you are believing God for something, but in your heart, you know that this is not possible. The reason you say it's not possible, in your mind, somewhere in your mind, say, are you sure this is not possible? You know why? That is the subconscious mind telling you that, look, what you are believing is not what I know that is possible. It's not what I know that is possible. In this case, your belief is doubtful. This is what you want to believe, right? But it's doubtful. Why? Your subconscious mind is saying, because your subconscious mind, the knowing in your subconscious mind is the ceiling of your manifestation. Because your subconscious mind know what you deserve, know your self-worth, know what you deserve, know your self-worth. Because it's been programmed that way. Let me give you an example. You are living in Nigeria. In Nigeria, 24-hour light is abnormal. You have been programmed to know that you don't deserve 24 hours. Either you believe it or not, that is the reality of Nigeria. You have been programmed to know that you don't deserve 24 hours. That's why when there is too much light, people complain. Why do they complain? Subconsciously, they don't deserve 24 hours. Why? That is what they've known experientially from the environment. They've been programmed, the subconscious mind has been programmed that 24-hour light is not possible, it's abnormal. So somewhere in your subconscious mind, you don't believe you deserve 24 hours. And when it's over, you wonder, what's happening? This one, they're not taking light. I hope all is well. I hope, if you take this light, you're already, foreign coin, the amount is too much. It's taking money away. Do you know why you have to behave in that way? You are being conditioned, programmed. Your subconscious mind know you don't deserve it. How do your subconscious mind know? Because of the way you've been programmed through your environment. That's exactly what happened in your life. That's exactly what happened in your life. It happened in job search. It happened in making money. It happened in how much you're able to make in your life. It happened in getting relationship. It happened in business. It happened in different areas because you have a ceiling in your mind. I'll be talking about this some other time. A ceiling in your mind. 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 And that ceiling is what your subconscious mind know that you deserve. And you have been programmed. Remember, faith coming by hearing and hearing and hearing and hearing. For over the year, you have heard and heard and heard and heard and heard. And your subconscious now know this is what you deserve because this is what you know, what he knows. Because this is what he has emotionally experienced. Emotionally experienced. Emotionally experienced. Emotionally experienced. This is what he has emotionally experienced. This is what he has emotionally experienced. So you need to be in theta wave, brain wave. The theta brain wave is a frequency of 4 to 8 hertz, which is a much slower frequency. Remember, beta is 12 to 30. This one is 4 to 8. A much slower frequency. The theta brainwave is linked to light sleep, deep relaxation, creativity. They are often present during meditation, daydreaming. So if you come from a survival mode, we keep you in a state of stress, tense, all the time. You cannot receive anything in that state because you are in hell. Remember, a man can receive nothing except it's been given to him from heaven. If he's not in heaven, he can't receive anything in that state. You can't receive anything unless you are relaxed. You're not agitated. You're not worried. You're not perturbed. You are relaxed and in a state of consciousness where you are cool, calm, and collected. Please note that this, your manifestation work, is not working because you are not doing the right work. So when you are doing the work, always ensure you are in a state that will make it work. You need to be out of the state of stress. You need to be out of the state of worry. You need to be out of the state of anxiety. You need to be out of the state of tense for you to manifest your desired reality. This is because as long as you are in this state, your brain wave will be corresponding with beta when you're stressed. Ask yourself, have you been calm lately? When you're doing your visualization and affirmation, are you in a calm state or you are in a stress state, worry state, anxiety state? To get to this relaxation state, you need to use different techniques. But the one I prefer to use is a type of breath work. And I've sent the audio before, but I will explain a type of breath work. How do you do it? How do you create a theta brainwave? Number one, create a calm, quiet environment. Create calm, quiet environment. A comfortable space where you will not be disturbed with TV, with phone. Tell me your phone might have to be on silent or off, no distraction. Sit down and sit down comfortably. Choose a position that feels relaxing, either sitting upright in a chair or lying flat on your back. Close your eyes. Gently close your eyes. Gently close your eyes to minimize visual distraction and help you focus inward. Begin deep breathing. Start with some slow, deep breath. Inhale deeply through your nose, allowing your abdomen to expand fully. And this should continue for about 4 to 6 seconds. Hold your breath for a moment, about 2 to 4 seconds. Then you hold for a moment, and then exhale the oxygen, preferably through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Hold for about 2 to 4 seconds. Hold through your nose, about 4 to 6 seconds. Hold it for about 2 to 4 seconds. And exhale about 6 to 8 seconds. Exhale about 6 to 8 seconds. Exhale deeply for about 6 to 8 seconds, completely through your mouth, preferably. Taking out the air and imagine releasing tension and stress with this exhale. Releasing tension and stress with this exhale, like you relax. Establish a rhythm. That means do it at interval. Continue this deep breathing pattern Finding a comfortable rhythm that feels natural. Aim for about 5 to 10 minutes of focused breathing. Focused breathing. 5 to 10 minutes of focused breathing. Focus on your breath. Direct your attention solely on your breath. Notice the sensation of inhaling and exhaling. If your mind wanders, gently bring the focus back on your breath. Focus on your breath. Don't let your mind go anywhere. Be focused on your breath. See the air going in. Feel the air going in. Feel the air going out. Let your focus be on your air going in and the air going out. Focus on your breath. Avoid distraction. Visualize relaxation. As you breathe deeply, visualize relaxation, filling your body with each inhalation and any stress or tension, leaving your body with exhalation. Feel your body relax with each breath. Consciously release the tension in your body. Consciously release the tension in your body. Starting from your head, moving to your toes. Feel a warmth of wave of relaxation cascading over you. Allow your thoughts to drift. If thoughts arise, acknowledge them without judgment and let them drift away as you return your attention to your breath. Stay in this theta state. You are going to, if you start this, you are going to know, you are going to feel the changes in your body, I can assure you. And you are going to know. You are going to feel a release, a relaxation. In fact, in that state, you can't stand up. If you stand up, you can fall down because you are going to feel your head is going to feel a bit weightless. And you feel relaxed, modestly relaxed. Remember, a man can receive nothing except it's been given to him from heaven. You need to be in that heavenly state where you're not worried, you're not perturbed, you're not disturbed. Stay in this theta state. Continue this process for about 15 to 20 minutes. As you maintain deep breathing and relaxation, you may naturally slip into the theta state. You need to ensure you are in this state before you visualize. So after like about 5 to 10 minutes, and you know you are in this state, you can feel it, you can feel the way you are relaxed, the way you will know. Because the changes is in your body. Then you can begin to visualize. You can begin to visualize. You can begin to visualize. This is the state you should be when you are doing your affirmation, visualization. Ensure you are in heaven. Ensure you are in heaven. Ensure you are in heaven. Second checklist before we close today. Don't listen to your old frequency. Don't listen to your old frequency. Focus on the small wins, small manifestation of the past. Small win. Those small things you have manifested that you have believed God for and it has happened. The old frequency, remember, this is the mind, a set of synaptic neurons that you have created that affect your belief about the situation over the years. This old frequency will do everything possible to remain alive. It's like an X that will not leave you alone. It does this by feeding your mental and emotional energy. So you're believing God for something, saying, are you sure you get it? Are you sure you'll be hired? Are you sure you'll get the job? Are you sure you do the business? Are you sure they will give you the contract? Are you sure you get the admission? Are you sure you get, are you sure? This old frequency uses an incorrect definition of manifestation to mislead you because it makes you to say, can you see? Nothing is happening. You see? Nobody is calling you. You see? No admission. You see? No job. You see? No money. You see? It's making you to see the physical thing. But remember, manifestation is not what you see. It's an internally shifting to a degree that you are no longer emotionally dependent upon seeing reality change. Internally shifting, internally shifting, internally shifting. So when your old frequency, your old way of viewing things, your old way of seeing things is telling you, see, nothing has changed now. Can you see any change in your life? What is telling you is to distract you. Is using a incorrect definition of manifestation to mislead you. For many have wrong definition of manifestation because they see manifestation as changing reality rather than internally shifting to a degree where you are no longer emotionally dependent upon seeing reality change. Your concern about seeing your world change will put you in a position that seems like your manifestation practice is not working. Please note that your reality is nothing more than a delayed creation of consciousness. And because of this, when you shift internally, your manifestation has happened, but your physical world will still remain the same for a while before it changes. Why? Because the physical world is a delayed consciousness. Reality is a delayed creation of consciousness. So when you are physically, internally shifted, you will not see any change outside. So you should not be worried that nothing is changing on the outside, even though you have internally shifted. The old frequency make you to think nothing is happening, nothing is changing, nothing is happening, nothing is changing. And the goal is to distract you from the work you are doing. The goal is to distract you from the work you are doing. In fact, if you listen to your old frequency, you'll be discouraged from your practice. You'll be discouraged from your visualization, from your affirmation. You'll be discouraged. Why are you discouraged? Because the old frequency says nothing is changing. Because you are seeing reality from human eye and not from God eye view. From human eye and not from God eye view. Remember, manifestation is internally shifting to a degree that you are no longer emotionally dependent upon seeing reality change. Internally shifting to a degree they are no longer emotionally dependent upon seeing reality change, where you are good with it and good without it. Reality is nothing more than a delayed creation of consciousness. And because of this, when you shift consciousness internally, your physical world will still remain the same for a while before it changes. This period of delay is the reason why many say it is not working, even though they have already manifested internally. It's not working. It's not working because nothing is changing externally. So, checklist number 2, do not listen to your old frequency and what is telling you that is not working, that is not changing. Don't listen to it. Don't listen to it. Don't listen to it. The reason you are saying it's not working is because you have a wrong definition of manifestation. Manifestation is not changing externally. Manifestation is internally shifting to a degree that you are no longer emotionally dependent upon seeing reality change. The reason why you are saying your manifestation practice is not working is because of your definition of not of working. Your definition of what it means to work. And your definition of working is seeing reality change. If you have the wrong definition, then you are going to be standing on the wrong foundation for manifestation. And that is why you will never be able to manifest that desired reality of yours. You know why? Because even though you have internally shifted, what you are seeing on the outside is affecting you. And you have to walk by faith, not by sight. Walk by knowing that it is done Walk based on the fact that you know it is done, not by the sight, what you are seeing that show is not done. So immediately you focus on the outside and you're not seeing anything change. You feel unhappy, you feel sad, you feel bad, and guess what? As within, so without. You see that feeling that you have as a result of what you are seeing is going to alter the frequency of your manifestation and ensure nothing change. Because now you have altered the frequency that you're supposed to be operating from. Note that your reality is nothing more than a delayed creation of consciousness. Do not allow what you are seeing to determine how you are feeling about whether your manifestation practice is working or not. If you have the wrong definition of manifestation, you are standing on the wrong foundation. That is why you will never manifest that desired reality. Please note that if there is no internal shifting, there will be no external manifestation of your desired reality. But the whole frequency will make you focus on your reality and make you think that your reality is yet to change. It will make you think that your reality is yet to change. Whereas your reality has changed. But remember, your reality is a frozen consciousness, frozen imagination. For that freezing to happen, for you to be able to see it, it takes a while. And you're not in control of that time, which is why you can't set a time. You're not in control of that time, which is why you can't set a time. Your job is to ensure you remain in that frequency. You remain and ensure it's unaltered. That predominantly on a daily basis, you are in that frequency and you ensure it's unaltered by doubt. By doubt. And doubt comes from what you can see physically in your environment. Your frequency will make you focus on your reality and make you think that your reality is yet to change. Unfortunately, this old frequency that projects itself to you will continue to manifest in your desired reality. How? Because it will make you doubt. It will make you doubt, and doubt will alter the frequency of your manifestation and make sure that you remain where you are. Not that you have all manifested something in the past in your life. You have done it, no matter how small, either consciously or subconsciously, no matter how small. In fact, you are the one that says small. That's your definition. As far as the concept manifestation is concerned, there's no big or small manifestation. This is why when those thoughts are coming and the old frequency is letting you see that nothing is changing, that is the time to focus on your small wins. Focus on the small manifestation you've had in the past. Focus on your small wins, because we have all manifested before. Note that you have all manifested something in the past. There are times when you are expecting something to happen and it happened to you because you manifested it. It could be you are expecting money from someone and you got it. You are expecting to get admission and you got it. You are expecting to pass your exam and you passed it. So in order to be a source of encouragement, document all your small wins, small manifestation, and focus on it. Let that remind you that, you know what? I've done this before, can do it again. I've done it before, I can do it again. So it's working. There is no such thing as a big or small manifestation, actually. It's only based on your mindset and your definition of manifestation. The old frequency wants you to forget those previous manifestations in order to deplete your confidence. In order to deplete your confidence. In order to deplete your confidence. When your confidence is depleted, then manifestation become a dream that cannot be realized. When your confidence is depleted, then manifestation become a dream that cannot be realized. The goal of the old frequency is to is to puncture your confidence. The goal of writing down your small manifestation, small win, is to boost your confidence in the process of manifestation. The Bible says, and David encouraged himself in the Lord. You need to encourage yourself by reminding yourself and focusing on your small win. And remember, attention is alignment. If you focus your attention on your small win, you are aligning with manifestation. You're aligning with the fact that it's working. You're aligning with the fact that it's working. You're aligning with the fact that it's working. You're aligning with the belief that it's working. You're aligning with the belief that it's working. You're aligning with the fact 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 that it's working. And you need this alignment for the manifestation of your desired reality. The old frequency wants you to forget the previous manifestation in order to deplete your confidence. When your confidence is depleted, then manifestation becomes a dream that cannot be realized. So writing down the previous subconscious manifestation help you to boost the confidence that it is working. Writing down the previous subconscious manifestation help you to boost the confidence that it is working. I've written quite a number this year alone. I've written quite a number this year alone. Let me see. I've written about 16 this year. About 16. Why? Encourage yourself. The big wins might not have come, but the small one came. Meaning, the big win is on the way. That it has not happened physically does not mean it's not happening already. The challenge is that the old frequency, the old mind, the old understanding, the old mindset, the old knowledge, the old freak make you to lose faith in your practice. It's not working. It's not happening. That thing, I'm not sure, Seth. Is anything changing? Don't think this thing is working, Jerry. I don't think this thing is working, Jerry. I don't think so. Different thought in your mind. Remember to focus on that thought of doubt. Attention is alignment. Attention is alignment. Give your attention to evidence that yes, it's happening. Give your attention to evidence that yes, it's changing. Give your attention to evidence that is working, that is changing. Give your attention to evidence that is working and is changing. This is very important. This is very important. This is very important. Give your attention, focus your energy, focus your attention to the evidence that it is changing. Focus your attention, focus your energy on the evidence that it is changing. that it is changing. Focus your energy, focus your attention on the evidence that it is changing. Don't be discouraged by what the old frequency is telling you and bring it to your mind. The more you can remember these wins, these small wins, and tap back into those wins, the more you tap back into the winning frequency. When you allow reality to determine how you feel about your manifestation journey, it means you are submitting to reality. And that means reality will defeat you. Ironically, when you internally shift as a result of remembering all these previous wins, that is the true definition of manifestation. When you feel so good, such that you don't need the reality to change again, that is the manifestation. When you feel so good, so great, so excited that you don't need that physical change again, that is manifestation. You need to prove it to yourself that you have manifested before the world prove it to you. And because you prove it to yourself first, no one can take it away from you. When you wait for the world to prove it to you, then the world can take it away from you. When you wait for what you can see to prove to you you have manifested, then what you can see can take it away from you. But when you have proven it to yourself internally, first, then nothing can take it away from you. The reason you are frustrated right now is because the world is not giving you what you want, because you are yet to give it to yourself. The world will not give you what you want until you have given it to yourself. If you want to manifest, if you want your manifestation to come, you need to first be. To become, you need to be. To become, you need to be. You need job, you need to be in that state of having job. You need money, you need to be in that state of having money. You need admission, you need to be in that state of having admission. Whatever you desire, you need a spouse, you need to be in that state of having spouse. If you don't be, it will not come. If you don't be, it will not come. How do you be? You be internally by internally shifting. And when you be internally, you are happy, you are excited. It doesn't feel like you don't have it physically because you have it internally. The feeling you will have gotten when it comes in the future, you have it right now. Ensure you focus on be, and then it comes. So today, we have looked at 2 out of the 5 recommended checklists for effective manifestation. Number 1, altering your brainwave first to relax. Number 2, don't listen to the old frequency. Focus on the small win of the past. The remaining 3, we'll look at that tomorrow. Let me hear from you. What have you learned tonight? Good evening, everyone. Number 1 on my list is Grace. Grace, good evening. Hello, Grace. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear it. Sir. Good evening.
Good evening. Why are you laughing?
Immediately you were saying that you want to hear from everyone, and I was like, hey, I should not be number one.
You are number 1 on my list. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, well, I actually can resonate with everything you said tonight.
I didn't get that.
So one
Then you
key
can what?
thing, I said I can like resonate with what you said tonight, at least
Okay.
some of the things you talked about, like try the breath work and all that. Yeah, that really helped me a lot.
Okay.
So,
Good.
but one thing I'm taking away is when where you said when you feel like being in that low frequency,
Yeah.
just and I'm much start thinking of being grateful, start showing gratitude for the things you that has manifested
In the past,
in the
yeah.
past.
Focus your
Just
attention on it.
yeah, yeah. So which is something, yeah, I need to work on, because sometimes even when a negative thought just comes or something I don't want to dwell on, and I'm conscious of it that I'm not supposed to be thinking about this thing, and I'm trying not to, but it's always easy to just switch to that low frequency or thinking about, oh, somebody did this thing, and then imagine, what I would do for this person. Whereas you can actually just focus on, the positive side of everything. I know. No, my question now for you is that, sir,
Yes.
how long did it take you to be in this high frequency
How
of
long does
love?
it work?
Did it take you, like, for you, you know, you gave an instance of how when we do the breath work, that after doing you feel fine, you might not be able to stand up immediately and all that. It's maybe you want to, yeah, feeling dizzy, and I'm like, how do you, like, how long did it take you to get to that point? Even though I
You
do the
mean to
breath
get to
work,
the
but
point where you are now relaxed?
no, where, like, how long did it take you? Because I know, of course, is a process. You don't just get to that, because the things,
Hold on. Are you talking
uh,
about, I'm not getting your question. Are you talking about getting into that relaxation state or
no, like,
operating at
how long did
high
it take you to
frequency?
build this? Yeah, to build this, like, how long did it take
To
you
build
with, like,
what?
this new, this new lifestyle? Because the way you know, you don't talk about negative things. You don't even focus on things when they are bad. You don't, like, I'm just imagining that.
Okay,
Okay,
how to, no, it's a practice. How long? Uh, when you say how long, I'm trying to get that question. Um, can you hear me? Hello? Hello? I can't hear myself. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? I can't hear myself. I want to be sure. I hope my network is not.
Recording in progress.
okay, sir. Did you get what I was saying, sir?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Okay, I said I didn't get it very well. You are trying to talk about how long it take me to get to
Like
what
this.
point exactly. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. How long did it take you to build this, like, new lifestyle,
Okay, the
like this
lifestyle.
new
Lifestyle of
you?
what?
Yes. Of, no matter what happened, you are not even. If, I don't know. Maybe you don't struggle with, getting to that low frequency, remaining
Okay, I
in
get
that
your
high frequency.
point. I get your point. I get your point. I get your point. As in getting to that low frequency where someone annoying you or someone do something you don't like. Is that what you mean?
Yes, sir.
First of all, is to have an understanding of the implication of your emotion. I will still spend, I don't know, I will have to find time to talk a lot about emotion. Talking about emotion. The day as an individual you understand the power of your emotion, then you begin to understand why you cannot allow. I tell my colleague in the office that I can't control what you do. If I then cannot control how I feel, that's imprisonment. That means I can't control you and I can't control myself. Because no matter what you do, I will not allow your unguardedness, foolishness, being unreasonable to affect how I feel. Now, it's an understanding of the implication on me. So such that if I say something that I don't supposed to say, or for example, I say, let's say my son is climbing, so I say, stop that. Can you stop that? Now, when I say that, the way I feel already let me know that no, you can't do that. I see, it's like a disruption internally, such that I'm so conscious of it that it can't continue. because of the way I've conditioned myself over time to feel. So immediately I feel in a certain way, I know that no, that was not a good way to go. So I want to ensure I come back as soon as possible. So there will be time that someone will do something and you probably snap because you're unguarded. Now, the consciousness will make you to come back immediately. That you don't want to stay in that state, no matter what the person has done, you just ignore and come back. So even if you mistakenly snap at the person, you want to come back immediately because you become immediately you are conscious. Because immediately the adrenaline gets into your system, you will know that no, this is not a good place to be. I don't know if I'm making sense, Grace. Hello, you are muted.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are, sir.
Okay, okay. All right.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Grant.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. Okay. Thank you for tonight's session, sir. So, the first thing I learned was, or the first thing I've learned today is that belief is more important. Knowing is more important than
belief.
manifesting.
Than
Belief, rather.
manifestation.
Yes. And for me, it was just profound because I came to make a statement, or I found it now came like my own quote that faith is not forced, that faith is fed. Like instead of forcing, trying to cringe the heart and mind to have faith to believe something, if I just feed myself with an information in relation with the information that relates to that thing, then faith will be a result.
Yeah. I would know. I'll build my faith. Remember, faith is fides, and fides means confidence, conviction, knowing.
Wow. Is it really conviction?
You said?
Is it really conviction? That
yes, you're convinced. You know.
Wow.
You have no doubt in your mind.
Wow. So I got that first. And that knowing. So once the knowing, and you now said knowing is in the subconscious, belief is in the conscious.
Yes.
So the knowing in the subconscious now aligns with the belief that grows in the conscious.
Yeah.
And together they produce these amazing states. I used to, when you say that that the state where you come to where you are fine without having it. You did one series on you cannot have what you don't have, or you can only have what you already have. And I'm like, that day I was like, what is this? And my issue was, if I don't feel the need to have it again, what was the whole point of trying to get it? Because now I don't feel like I need to get it. And now I'm beginning to see and realize, at least in these past weeks, we have come into alignment vibrationally with many things, and I'm really losing the need to, or the compulsion to see a physical reality change, because I'm convinced it has changed.
Exactly.
Like I don't even know. Yeah. It's just like I'm not even now. It now comes that I'm not moved by the things I see. I just, like, there was something Favor said last week. She said she had spent so much time in the unseen that the scene now looked like it was lying.
Yes.
And I'm like, whoa. Whoa. So that knowing, yes, and as it builds, it just creates this calm, this confidence, because you are aware. And one of the things I used to encourage myself whenever I see something with my eyes or hear something is, that's not the full story. So instead, I affirm what I know to be truth. And like sometimes and sometimes within short periods of time, everything unfolds and I see the second side of the picture, and which is even not all the side, there are still other sides. So again, I'm encouraged. still again, tonight still encouraged me since there are challenges that will show up every day. And after you learn something, something will come to say, this one, let's challenge it.
Yes,
And I
so
also felt it comes so fast. And I felt the struggle. There was a struggle that you mentioned of that place where you are tempted, you are in between, the struggle in trying to detach from your old frequency and getting onto a new frequency, and that's in between struggle. And for I was trying to change my mind on myself concept, self picture for like since earlier last year. And then when it got to August, I was just down and discouraged because I'd done so much. Then I know I was in Oshun all the while. Then when I returned, came back that August period, and all the things I'd learned and done everything, I came back and few challenges happened, and I'm like, everything, yeah, all the powers I quickly gathered. And then I
mm,
just then because like this thing should have shifted. But now physical reality was trying to say no, no. And then it's as if I had a voice from heaven speaking to my mind and say, continue in meditation.
mhm.
So I once again went through my notes. I would sit and stay on that same thing, think it through, recite it, affirm it. And now it's like now from August till now, this is like 6 or 7 months down the line. And I'll say little by little, it's breaking, and the new frequency is now becoming my default, where my response
Exactly.
is my new response is now that's reality. But so it's really taking a while. I'm seeing that it's taking a long time.
No, because you know what happened? You need to be patient with yourself because you have been programmed for more than 20 years, by the way.
Oh,
You have been programmed like that for more than 20 years. So you're not going to change it overnight. It's going to take a while.
yeah.
You've been programmed. The old frequency, the synaptic neuron in the brain for different terrible kind of belief system that control you have solidified. Do you know how many times electrical system have passed through that system? Because whenever you think, your thought is electrical signal passing,
Yes. Yeah.
solidifying it, just like it's like exercising a muscle. Whenever you think and the message pass through that synapse, it grows and so what you are doing now, you are creating new set of neurons, new set of synapse, and these have to outgrow those old ones for you to have dominance. And that's exactly what happened. And that's also answering what Grace said. This new reality, this new way of thinking, this new way of behaving, you are forming new synapses about how to live, how to behave, how to be in a high frequency. And this will grow every day with the new practice every day. And he has to outgrow, overpower that old one. And this become your default. That's exactly what is happening. So you need to be patient with yourself and pardon yourself even when you snap and you do something. You say, why did this happen? But you've been programmed like this for more than 20 years. How do you want to change overnight? How? How now? You don't know how the society has programmed you. If you understand how the society has programmed you, then you will be happy with yourself with the journey, the progress you have made. Because the society has
Mm,
programmed you every day of your life. Can you imagine that? So you cannot
yes.
angry with
So,
yourself that but I don't want to behave like this again. Why is it happening to me? No, don't worry. Just keep the practice. Over time, like you said, it will become your default. Go ahead.
yeah. Thank you, sir. So you said something now that you said I need to pardon yourself anytime you snap.
Yes.
Because yeah, sometimes it's like yeah. And it really changes. It now so for me, so because of the long time that programming has happened, like you saying 20 years now, volume is now the way to speed the process or to wash the previous to change the neural path fast, like volume. a large number of time, like a lot of time taking in the new information.
Yes.
So, and there are times I'll feel like watching a movie and I'm like, and then I'll see that the movie is 2 hours long. And I'm usually conscious when I see a movie that is 2 hours long, that these 2 hours, oh, it will be this if I put this thing in my mind now, it will come out tomorrow. And it might just be so I would rather spend that 2 hours probably listening to a sermon or doing something else because I know this thing is getting into
It's
my
getting
mind.
to
So
you. It's getting into you.
yeah, and from last week, we concluded saying that when anything is under pressure, it's only what is inside it that will come outside.
Yes.
So I now thought that if that's the case, since pressure will reveal whatever is inside me, whether I know it's there or not, then I have to prepare ahead of pressure by putting inside me what I want to
Things
come
I want to
outside whenever
see.
it is. So it's now like deliberate, deliberate, deliberate. And when I feel discouraged, and as you say, understanding of the implication and also the resultant benefits is what now keeps me encouraged when it doesn't feel like or look like it's working. Knowing that no, this is a seed. Like I see the heart of a human or the mind as a garden where seeds are planted and cultivated, and then it grows and grows over time and nurtured over time. And then again, faith comes by hearing, hearing, hearing. Thank you very much, sir.
All right. Hello, Favor. Good evening.
Sir. Thank you very much, sir, for today's session. Sorry, sir, can you hear me, sir?
Yes.
Okay, sir. So one of the things I took away from the session today is where you mentioned altering our brainwave and the exercise itself. So I'm looking forward to. I was trying it out while you were speaking, but I think I'm looking forward to doing the exercise.
I will drop an audio that can guide you through the process after this session. You chat me now. I'll drop the audio for you. That'll guide you through the session.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir. I want to say that in the course of doing the exercise and being relaxed and getting into that state,
Yes.
one of the things I noticed when we're in that kind of state, we start to see beyond the physical things. We start to see beyond our physical experiences. When you mentioned being like in that state, you're like no longer seeing, or you're not conscious of those negative things. You're not conscious of things that are happening around you, but you're conscious of the breathing itself. I think in the course of this exercise we've been doing, I've just been having different kind of experiences.
Tell me.
But where you talk about the consciousness, so I think in the course of the week, I had an experience where I should have snapped at something. I should have something happened along my way to church, and then I should have snapped at that thing. But I don't know what just happened immediately.
Let me tell you
It brought
what
my
happened.
consciousness to
Let me tell you what happened. You know, the reason why you will now realize you are not is because your default is becoming peace, joy, and love. When your default is chaos, sadness, hatred, because you see that moment when something happens and you react, it's a sign of what is inside. It's a sign of what is inside. And with continuous practice and consciousness, you are going to allow the new frequency to overpower the old, because now you think of it every day. The neurons and synapse is growing every day. So you just realize that the things you react to, you are now responding. It doesn't even bother you. You don't even you will be worried. Why didn't I? Why is it? You'll be wondering, but what has happened? You are changing. That's a sign you are changing. You can see it yourself that it's like something that happened inside. Do you understand? Go ahead. Are you there? Hello? You are unmuted. People, we can't hear you. Can anyone hear me? I can hear myself. Hello?
We can hear you, sir.
All right.
We can hear you.
I think Favor is having issue with her phone. Okay, Favor, let's know where you are back. Let me hear from Itowe.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Thank you very much for your teaching tonight. Last week, I was unable to ask my question and make contribution because of the network. I think today is better.
Oh, yeah, it's better today.
If you can hear me. Yes. I want to thank you for all the sessions. We discussed something when we had the program December, and a project I wanted to embark upon. And by God's grace, I embarked on it January. That has made one available because I've been traveling from one state to the others, mostly weekend because of work. At times, the session may be going, I may just get to the place I'm going, and on Monday I have to come back to Lagos. So I want to thank you. And I want to also thank you for tonight's session. It's an eye-opening. And there's a question I want to ask after my little contribution. Yes, I'm on a project now. The project I told you about, I've tried to embark upon that. I was looking at my pocket and looking at things, how will I be able to do it? But God was so merciful and gracious to me on January 1st this year. He asked me to embark upon that. At that time, I was not having more than 30,000. I embarked on the project. I've spent close to £1 million or more than that now on the project. But I must tell you, out of that money that I've been spent on that project, money from my pocket is no more than 250 or 300. Money from my pocket, because I practice what I've been taught. I always rely on what God can do. Now, presently, I'm at the second stage of the project. Now, that involves another person. And as for me, I have no doubt, I have no fear, I have peace all around. And this week, by on the 11th and 12th, we will conclude the project. And from now to that time, what we have to spend on that project by my calculation is roughly more than €5 million. And me, I prayed and I trust God. You see, God said, embark on it. Embark on it. And we did embark. And every day, like you said, when you see that the bigger one is not coming, the small one that are coming, why can't you go back to them? Thank God. Appreciate yourself that at least, I must say it every day, or like this week now, every day, monies are coming. People that I don't go for, monies are coming. But it's not up to what we're expecting. Now, the other person was, this evening, on the afternoon when I came back from church, were asking me, what about this? What about this? I said, I'm trusting God. Say that God this, it will be done this week. The person now started his statement. He said, that is what we said last week, that it will be done, and God will do it. And I asked the person question back. I said, does he need that? Is God lying? I said, God cannot lie. He does not do it last week, does not mean that he cannot do it this week. But I'm not instead of God. I'm just to believe and to take him by sword. And I said, now, after all, throughout the week, throughout January to this moment, I do not be faithful. Where I didn't expect, help came. So now we have those projects on our hand that even tomorrow, only tomorrow alone, we have to spend over 500, which I have only 25% in my hand. Now I say you are angry. Now, my question is that for me, I have peace. I have no problem because I know and I trust God that with the level of my frequency, I have the faith to receive what I desire of God. Now, the person that who does not have really that faith, and I have to go along with the person. The person is part of the project. I can't discard the person. But what I did to the person this afternoon, when the person came with that talk, I saw that the person. I said, hold on. Do you know what? I said, I want to do something. We will talk later in the night. And I just went and sleep. Left later I went to church. In such a scenario, how can I manage the third party to have reasons that
To manage, to have what?
yes,
The line is now breaking again.
now I have.
Hello?
Sir, can you hear me, sir?
It's breaking.
Hello, I can hear you, sir. Okay, let me log out and log in.
All right. Yes, is Favor. Your line went up. I didn't hear you again. Go ahead. Hello, Favor. Hello, Favor. Are you there?
Yes, hello, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes. Go ahead.
Yes, my question is, as for me, I have inner peace. I am not disturbed. Looking at the faithfulness of God, looking at my daily meditation, and how God has been helping me. I look back from January to now, all the places I've been, places that they supposed to query me, places that they supposed to disturb me, because of my inner mind and my belief, because I visualize it and it has me happy. But here is my partner, the person that is on this project with me, that we have to accomplish it together. The person is fear, is a bit doubtful, fears. How can I manage the person to achieve my desired result? Because I have 10 days to go. I must ask, the project will come to an end by the 12th of April. And we need about 1.5 million naira to accomplish the remaining part of the project.
Okay, so if the same thing I talk about today is what I would recommend, because the person needs to get to that point where he can see evidence that your practice and your faith is working and producing results. So my take will be, why don't you document what has happened and show him, look, based on this practice, this is what I've achieved. This is how we're able to achieve it. This is how we're able to achieve this. Because he needs those evidence to be able to trust that you're not just daydreaming, to be sure that, look, we're not just wasting our time here. What this guy is saying is true. What this guy is saying is working. Those evidence are what I would recommend you present. And you have talked about quite a number of them that have happened this year. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right.
Yes, yes. Thank you.
All right. Yes. Favor, can you round up now?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Sorry, it was the network.
Yeah.
So
The network is still not friendly. Hello? 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 The network is still not friendly. I'm struggling to hear you.
Hello, sir. Is it better now, sir?
Yes, it's better.
Sir.
It's better.
Okay, sir. I just noticed that in less than 10 minutes, the whole situation changed.
Sorry, go over that. Go over that. I didn't hear that.
Okay, so I said when it happened.
What happened? What happened?
It's a little sensitive, so I'm not able to share entirely on this.
Okay.
Yes. So I was supposed to react, but I found myself constraining myself, as in holding myself and putting myself together and trying to be in that state of calmness.
Yes.
And I noticed that in less than 10 minutes, I was able to think out a solution and actually solution for that thing in 10 minutes. I later achieved every other thing I was supposed to achieve. That what that brought to my consciousness was the way in which we see things, or when things happen, the way in which we respond to those things actually determine. I could have ruined my entire day, murmured over a lot of things, had so many other issues after that point if I had not stayed calm, if was not calm to bring myself to the state to ensure that the energy is not the other way around, that I am actually conscious of the kind of energy I had at that point in time. And that really helped me. And the second thing I took away from this session today on the things that you mentioned around our small wins, especially when we feel that we are not achieving maybe those very big things that we are set out, is those small wins. They come like what we would say in church as testimony. So flashing back to the things that God had already done, as in things that were obtained, things you had actually achieved within that period, in spite of knowing that if those things could happen, then it means this can certainly happen. And one of the things again that registered in my mind is the fact that our physical experiences or our physical surroundings does not tell that it hasn't happened. So if it has happened inside, if we're already feeling heaven inside, it will actually manifest itself. And the fact that those doubts come or things to say, oh, this is not happening now. Can't you see, has this happened? Because somehow, sincerely, sir, it actually happens normally that
What
even in the
happened?
course, I mean, in the course of doing certain things, like maybe let me give an instance. Maybe at work, I feel I've gotten something or I've done something, and then I probably get that whisper. Are you sure this thing is working out? Because
Yeah.
like I'm now walking in another direction and doing a lot more. And then sometimes unconsciously it just keeps coming back. But thank you very much, because what you mentioned around the small wins will really
Yes.
go a long way to flashing back to those things will say yes. These things, at least I have seen A, B, and C. I'm seeing these things. So obviously it's already settled. Thank you so much, sir. Most of these messages, when you're speaking, a lot of things are coming to our minds. And so most times is we have to go back and go and listen again
Yeah.
and call them back to actually. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank
Just
you. Thank you for always coming. Thank you very much. Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You have changed your name now. You have changed your name now. I thought you have denied your people before. Now you have
No,
changed
no,
your name. Oh, I
no,
thought
no, no.
I thought I thought you have denied your people. I didn't know that you are still part of them.
We are on recess, so we are back to work now.
Yeah, you have changed your name now back to
No, I changed my device, so I have to
Senator
on this
of the
phone.
Federal Republic. Your Senate President wants to be a judge in his own case instead of
Eh,
stepping aside and stepping down so we can probe him. He wants to be a judge in his own case.
no,
Eh?
he said he's innocent until proven guilty.
But he should allow the probe to happen. Now, it's not allowing the probe now. Eh? Which kind of senator be this?
There's no evidence yet. Until they show him evidence.
Wait, let us probe. You know evidence. Let's probe. Stand up from that seat. Let's probe you. Can you imagine? You are defending you are
I'm
defending
not defending him. Oh.
you are defending your Senate president.
No, I'm
Stand
not
up
saying
from that seat. Let's probe you. How you do?
fine, sir. Thank you, sir, for the teaching today. I actually joined late because I was in connecting to church. I just finished like church this evening. So after church program, I just connected. I think it was when you were almost wrapping up when you were discussing that there were two. Tell you discuss the other three later. And there
Yeah,
were
so
two.
what time do you guys think we can meet tomorrow?
Okay, is it physically or
No,
online?
not physical, virtual. I'm thinking
Uh,
maybe 12, 11, 12. Can we do it in the morning?
yeah, I think in morning is better. Like maybe like 10, say.
I think I also thought of
Ah,
10. What happened? Are you going somewhere? Who is saying, is that great? You will be asleep, Abby? Hello?
don't know.
Are you going to be asleep? Wake up now.
Ah,
What happened?
4 a.m.
Eh?
And I'm going to work tomorrow, 4 a.m.
Okay,
10
no,
a.m.
that's
is
4
fine.
a.m. your time. And you can wake up early. Go and sleep now. Sleep, you can wake up early now.
I wake up by 4 a.m.
You can't wake. Oh, you can't wake up by 4 a.m. Okay. Oh.
Uh,
Well, how many of us will be able to join in the morning tomorrow? Grant and Victor and Grant, Victor and Favor. Hello.
I think you can also like put a poll on the group and see the time that people will vote more. For those that are not around. But I think any time from 10 is okay, sir. For me.
How about Grant and Favor?
So how long will it be? How many hours?
No, just 1 hour as usual now.
Half
I'm
an
thinking we
hour.
can do
Okay,
one
10,
tomorrow
10.
and one on Wednesday, on Tuesday. Just 1 hour. Just
Okay.
1 hour, 1.5 hours like you normally do. It won't be long.
Okay. 11 to 12.
You do 11 to 12, have
Sir,
you?
11. Yes, sir.
Okay, let's do 11 to 12. Um, Favor, is that okay for you, 11? Hello, Favor, are you there? Favor?
Hello, sir. I can hear you.
I said